Fat Guy Radio Show. The funniest internet radio show this side of the moon. That would be a big bare-ass moon.
Holy jingle bells, it's the holiday season. Lots of shopping to do. The holiday season is my favorite time of the year. And before you know it, it will be here, the big day. So don't stress out, make it easy on yourself, and do all your holiday shopping on fatguyradioshow.com/Amazon. It's where I'll get everything I need, and my holiday will be stress-free, and yours can too. So shop Amazon for all your holiday delights. fatguyradioshow.com/Amazon, and save a friend's holiday by sharing the link on social media. fatguyradioshow.com/Amazon. And I can't forget Mom and Dad, my little sister, little D. Oh wait, he's been naughty this year.
It's Fat Guy Radio Show.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Lady K, I'm here. You sent me a tweet and said she's got everything in bed on the floor.
Including her burrito.
Welcome to the show, everybody. It's another Fat Guy Radio Show, and I'm in a little bit of pain, but that's okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Physical pain or emotional
pain? Physical pain.
Is that where you're walking funny?
Yeah, I tweaked my back somehow.
Sorry about that.
Carrying your body?
Yes.
Carrying your body frame?
Yes, because I work out every time I stand up. I lift 200-something pounds.
That's what we call a deadlift.
and I am dead. But that's not what we're here for.
Oh.
What are we here for?
Martha Moo, what it do? Off the Twitter.
Martha Moo.
We are here because we have a baby announcement, and I'm going to play a song that if any one of you jagaloons are able to guess it, I will give you every dollar in my wallet right now.
Let me open Shazam.
But I doubt it you can't Shazam it.
Am I serious?
We have a big announcement, ladies and gentlemen, and for those of you that aren't friends on Facebook with person related to said, unsaid, to be said announcement.
Mm-hmm. Say what?
If you're not friends with the person said, to be said, yet to be said announcement, you are unaware of what took place on Sunday. It wasn't just the baby Jesus being praised. There was a baby coming out of somebody, and it fell on the floor, and somebody in this room picked it up, and it called it Daddy.
And I have something to say about that, but I'll wait till after so I don't ruin it.
It's the big news, ladies and gentlemen. Our executive producer, Philippius, is a brand new papa. Yay!
How sweet.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Thank you.
You guys suck.
Yeah! Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, you just feel free to blow out every level you want over there, okay? You just
I'm
blow
sorry.
them all out whenever you feel like it.
You mentioned Facebook. So a minute ago he said, oh yeah, the pictures. Did you see the pictures? He said, that's a detail. And I said, oh, where'd you post them at? And he goes, oh, I posted them on my personal Facebook. Kind of like, you wouldn't know. And I'm
you
like,
wouldn't know. Because I
cool.
purposely know I don't follow you on Facebook and don't let you follow me. So you won't see that.
So I was like, oh, that's cool.
It's so great that I don't have to ruin this moment for Lip. You two are doing a swell job at it. Lip, you delivered a baby girl. She was 12 pounds, 8 ounces.
Very, very big baby.
Very big baby.
She hairy?
12
The Mexican
pounds?
babies are hairy usually.
She's very hairy.
Is her head still shaped like a cone from that little suction cup they put on the end of it?
They didn't put a suction cup on her.
She just slipped
She
right
just
out.
slipped right out. Just
Yep.
right on the floor.
First you heard a fart, and then you see the baby.
And your life was over. I mean, it was it was a great time in your life. So how do you? So give us the details. What took place? This was Sunday, correct?
Sunday.
Sunday.
It all started at 3 a.m.
Ooh, good God.
Yep. Got woken up. She's like, I think my water just broke. And I was like, all right, well, let's go.
Oh God, who mopped that mess up?
Right?
Did you throw your bed out?
Gonna have to, yeah.
Oh, she did it in bed. Were you guys in the middle of making another baby and and the baby was like, I am tired of you poking me in my head, Dad. I'm coming out of here.
It's Liv. He's not poking anything.
Oh.
Just a lip.
Just a lip.
Just the lip. So it's 3 a.m. in the morning.
So I rushed her to the emergency room.
You didn't call the ambulance.
Nah.
Okay.
It's like 10 minutes up the road.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
So Lip puts on his sweater jacket
Yeah.
and goes down, warms the car up because it is a cold time at 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
She's making breakfast, getting the other kids that are in the
Ironing
house.
his shirts.
Ironing his shirt and his drawers, getting the other 4 kids that Lip doesn't realize that she had last month. and then Lip goes down and says, I'm going to warm up the car to drive you to the hospital.
Yeah. So we get there, and I drop her off at the main entrance. And
You
I
didn't
to
even
park
go
the
in
car.
with her. You put her in a wheelchair and pushed her into the
No,
main
well, what
entrance.
happened was as she was walking into the hospital,
She
her
was
water actually
walking?
broke.
In the parking lot.
No, she was in the door already. I dropped her off at the door.
Okay.
And as she was walking to like the secretary or whatever, I don't know, she's like just popped. Water all over
Wow.
the floor
Floor.
and everything. She's like,
John from maintenance, you're needed to the front. He's probably like, damn.
Boom, boom. Clean up on aisle 4. ER. Clean up on aisle 4. Boom, boom. All right.
Yeah.
So your wife walks into the hospital and pisses all over the place.
pretty much. Gets in there, she's like, my water just broke in the lobby, da-da-da. They're like, oh, get her in there real quick. Get her into the room. Right when she gets in there, they check her. She's 5 centimeters. All right.
I'm 5 centimeters too. What? Is that wrong?
They're like, you want a epidural? She's like, yes. All right. So they're getting her all put in, IV and all that stuff, and then
shooting her up full of drugs.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
having a Philippius baby.
before she even got the epidural, though, they check her again, and she's at 9 centimeters. This is like 15 minutes.
That baby was doing the
Wow.
backstroke out of the
Did you see
vajayjay.
the? So when I went, on the wall they had a thing
Yeah.
that said like 5 centimeters is a donut, 7 centimeters is a bagel, and I was like, I'm getting hungry.
They didn't have a description like that. They just had like a little board, and it just had circles that said,
okay.
this is
So
what-
were you taking the board and putting it up against your
Her cooter?
your cooter snatch? And did you actually like look at where the baby was coming from and realize that, oh my God, that is never going to be the same?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's like, what time's the stork dropping the baby off?
Excuse me, doctor, can I get in there? What? All right, so her cooter snack goes crazy, and then the little Philippius fetus falls out.
Yeah, kind of.
Philippians.
Well, she's there, and then they're
Got
like,
this title to show.
the nurse is like, okay, it's like, well, you're like ready to go, so if you want to start pushing, it's like, she's like, there's no point in getting an epidural now,
Ooh,
Scary.
So
that is
Did she
not
freak
okay.
out, or was she just like, that's cool?
she was already in a lot of pain, so she,
How long did she wait? Did it just go from 0 to 60? She wasn't having any like
Well-
contractions or anything prior to her spewing all over the place.
midnight, the contraction started really, I guess.
And you
like
weren't
the real
timing
ones.
them?
No, she was timing them, but they said when we went earlier that day, which was Saturday,
Yeah.
they're like, no, you're, she's,
Oh, so you went the day before.
And they sent you
Yeah.
home.
And they sent you home.
they're like, no, it's nothing, it's a false alarm, basically.
That's crazy that it went that fast after. You would think they
Well-
would see that and be like, hey, yeah, just stay, walk
Right.
around for
They
a
didn't-
while.
They didn't have the little baby boop, boop,
No.
boop, boop.
Well, they had that monitor and all that stuff, but
Did they use a thing that's like almost like the muscle measure? You know, they so like you
They
have
didn't see that the baby was dancing in there to the boop, boop, boop.
halfway out already.
Right?
Foot's just dangling out.
They're like,
of
are you sure the
vagina.
baby's not coming? There's a leg hanging out.
Foot just dangling out. Oh
Fine.
no!
Wait.
When you
I
see
have a-
two come in,
My question is, did you have a bag of Doritos when you were in there?
nah, I was thinking about it.
Only fat people know that reference. That's not a high five moment.
Shot down.
Okay, so you get in the hospital. She's in the stirrups. You look at there. That was not a high five moment. You look in there. You're like, oh my God, there's an alien coming out of the bottom of my wife.
Pretty much.
So were you in the delivery room with her?
Yes.
Was it a delivery room or did she not even make it to that point?
No.
She dropped trowel in the ER.
No, it was delivery room. Well, they did you're 9 centimeters, no epidural. Try pushing, nothing. Baby's still too high. She couldn't get her to drop any lower, so they gave epidural. She relaxed for a couple, like 3 more hours.
So they did slip the needle in there.
yeah.
Sheesh.
And then finally around 8 o'clock.
What was going through your mind? What were you feeling the entire time?
First, in the beginning, I felt tired. 3 o'clock in the morning.
He's so effing Philippius. He's so full. I mean, how can one Philippius himself? Philippius has Philippius himself. I didn't even think that was plausible, but he somehow took the birth of his child and Philippius did.
I was tired.
Did you give the one answer, the one word answer?
Are you the dad?
Here? Yeah,
Yes.
are you the dad? Are you excited, Dad? Yes.
Okay, here, you ask me the questions,
All right.
Orly. Me and you will do a back and forth. You ask me the questions, and I'll be Philippius. You
I'll
be
be the nurse?
You be the nurse and the doctor. Push your tatas up so I can
Okay.
be really into character. All right, there you
right.
go. All right, ask me a question. I'll be Philippius.
Mr. Lip, are you excited?
Yes.
Mr. Lip, are you very excited?
Yes.
Mr. Lip, you're not showing any emotion. Are you excited?
Yes.
Mr. Lip, what are you going to name the baby?
Yes. You somehow Philippius your own child's birth.
The funny thing is, so we're sitting.
Were you drunk? Did you have a beer?
No, I didn't have a beer.
Did you forget to put your underwear on because you
I
were in a
think so.
panic, in a rush?
Yeah.
Did you have a baby preparation kit sitting by the door with her clothes, a change of moo-moo,
Yeah, we had the diaper bag ready.
a diaper bag? Baby wasn't even here and they already got diapers.
Diapers.
That there is a Mexican preparation bag. See, us white people, we would have a change of clothes, towels, maybe the iPad, some movies in there, so her slippers so that she could be comfortable in the hospital. But no, Philippius had diapers and bottles and binkies. Oh my.
Oh my.
Diapers and bottles and binkies. Oh my.
So, anyways,
That pregnant pause afterward. He Philippius again.
so I was in there. Delivery comes at 8.
So damn awkward. I love it.
And basically, from the time she started pushing until the baby was out, about 15 minutes after that, the nurse is like, "Are you okay? You haven't said anything in the past 20 minutes."
All right, so okay, Orly, let's do another reenactment here. You be the nurse that's in the delivery room questioning Philippius about his ability. You be the nurse, I'll be Philippius. Go.
Mr. Philippius, are you going to be okay during this?
In scene. See, that was perfect. That was okay. So you're not speaking to the nurse, so they think you're deaf, blind, and mute.
Yeah.
They're like,
Or back in
they're
Greek
like,
time,
si habla
deaf, blind,
inglés?
and dumb.
They-
Se habla español. No.
No, no
Ay.
hablo.
They're like, I don't think the dad speaks English.
Maybe he's not really the dad. He's just one of the people that work from catering and just forgot to put on their uniform.
He's here from maintenance to clean up the spill.
I think there's a plumbing link in this room.
Yes, sir. The mop is in the closet. In the closet.
So you're not responding to the nurse, so they're hitting you on the bottom of your feet trying to get you to cry.
Yeah, my wife thought I was going to pass out because the whole birth thing and blood and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not good with blood, first of all.
That's why he's a crip.
Oh.
Oh.
That's a
So-
ghetto moment.
I didn't see a lot of blood. I did see birth, and it's pretty weird.
Did you save the placenta? Did
Oh,
you see it?
no.
Please
I
tell
didn't
me
see
you
the
didn't do it.
You didn't get to see it?
You didn't
It's like a big old pile
You
of
didn't save it?
bloody guts.
You're supposed to eat it.
No, not
He's
me.
not Native American, Dite.
He's not?
No, he's Mexican.
Yeah, roll it into tortilla.
Exactly. You're supposed to like ground it up and make a masa out of
You
it.
should have put it in between that little tortilla press.
Placenta tamales for Christmas this year.
Placenta press. Hey, Orly, you can eat them because it's not meat.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Is it? I don't even know what it is.
It's
not meat.
it's tissue.
It's like a mucus.
It's a bouncy tissue. Like every time when Philippius used to make his wife do jumping jacks because he didn't want her to
The
gain
blinka
too much
blinka.
weight, that's what the baby's head was hitting, was the placenta. So it's pretty much like a built-in baby
Trampoline.
pillow.
It's a baby trampoline.
It's a my pillow for a baby inside the mama.
It's a pillow. It's a pet. It's a baby belly pillow.
It's a belly pillow.
Belly pillow. Belly
You
bag.
should have saved it and sold it like as a hatchimal or
we
whatever.
coulda
those
sold
animals
it.
that,
sold it.
placenta hatchimal.
Choli. So the baby comes out. Who's the first person to hold the baby other than the doc?
The mom, my wife.
She wanted to hold the baby?
Yeah. It was what they call skin to skin, I guess.
Just plop it on there.
Right to her chest.
Did you cut the umbilical cord?
No, I couldn't because it was actually wrapped around her neck, so it was like
Ooh.
a emergency type of quickness, you know.
So she
She
was
was
probably in there doing somersaults.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
came
she
out
was
looking
excited.
blue, so it was.
Oh, she
it happened
choked herself.
Came out really fast, and they did everything really quick.
They should at least grab the after they clipped, they could have let you clip it again just because you got the effect.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's not the same because you're not bringing life to another clip.
Well, you
That's true.
you created the life when you inside.
Exactly.
You clipped it a long time ago.
What? Yeah, you clipped it a long time ago, and according to the baby being here, you clipped it
I
good.
created the clip.
Oh.
He was rubbing a ball in that clip.
Okay. All right. That's it. Start the show.
Hey,
That's enough.
he's a
We'll go
clip
out on
master.
that one.
The clip
He's a
master.
5.
That Guy Radio Show.
Good evening, Jose, and Merry Christmas. Gracias, senor. It's good to see both Senor Dunham and Peanut. Yeah. You know, we're talking about Christmas. I love Christmas. What the hell is Christmas? Isn't it Christmas? No, it was Christmas. Are you making fun of my accent? Jess.
Jose, how do you celebrate the holidays?
We wake up in the morning, and then they take a nap. I'm kidding. I know they work very hard. They run to the border and decorate all the barbed wire.
Jose does not run to the border.
You're right. He goes doing, 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 doing.
Jose, what does Christmas mean to you?
It's the day Jesus was born.
Right. Jose, what do you want for Christmas?
I think he needs a bigger stick. That's not what your mother said.
From the BDB Radio Network Studios, this is Fat Guy Radio Show, featuring Corey Blaze with Philippius and Orly, counting down the hours until the buffet opens. Here's your host, Corey Blaze.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very
Who says that we can't play a little Taylor Swift on this show? Fat Guy Radio Show heard in 79 different countries with over 500,000 downloads all over the world with the best listeners in the world. I'm talking about you. I'm your host, Corey Blaze, joined by our executive producer, Philippius. That's Orly.
Hey, it's me.
Hi, Philippius.
Oh, you guys skip right over me.
And co-host Orly.
Hello.
And DT is sitting in with us today.
Looking like his kindergarten picture. Big ol' smile.
We like the show to be interactive. Tweet me and the guys during the show like Lady K has been doing since we went on the air. A lot of people are saying congratulations to Philippius, and Martha Mata called us dumb off the Twitter. As well as Kathy believed that the baby was exactly 12 pounds, and she also says congratulations. Martha Moo called me congrats Papa Bear. I did not have the baby.
Your grandpa.
Philippius had the baby.
You're a grandpa now.
I'm Papa Bear, and Philippius is Lip. But that's okay. Lady K says, hey, Orly. Hey, DT.
What up?
Martha Moo, of
Nice.
course, with her famous What It Do. So you can interact with us too. Live tweet us at Fat Guy Radio Show. Make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Search Fat Guy Radio Show. Today's show is brought to you by the Amazon Holiday Central. This holiday season, do all your Amazon shopping through the Amazon portal on fatguyradioshow.com or directly at fatguyradioshow.com/Amazon. And with it being the holiday season, here's Orly with Fat Guy Radio Show's Amazon Pick of the Week. Take it away, Orly!
Thank you, Corey. This week's Amazon pick of the week is the Banana Saver. This one says yellow, so it does come in different colors.
Ooh.
Runs about $7.22. The Banana Saver eliminates the problem of packing a banana on the go. This USA-made product is designed to protect individual bananas from getting bruised until time of use. Its size will appeal to sports enthusiasts where space is a premium.
Wow.
Perfect for backpackers, bicyclists, golfers,
Backpackers.
climbers, campers, men or women. Now back to a man who's saving his banana for who knows who or what, Corey Blaze.
Thank you very much, Orly. You can get get your Banana Saver now on Amazon and get all your holiday shopping at fatguyradioshow.com/Amazon. Click through, the Shop Now button on our Facebook cover photo, or if you've downloaded the show app, click the Amazon button. It's so easy. Amazon Holiday Central, and we thank you. Well, hell, the gang's all here. Thank you for joining us for another Fat Guy Radio Show. You know, I very seldomly, we don't really go over, that dude Daddy Finger is just working overtime over there, and it right off the cliff.
I think something's wrong with the board.
No, nothing wrong with the board.
My favorite part of the show.
Mata Martha didn't realize that they called me Papa Bear. DT, can you speak to that?
Oh, yes. So we call him Papa Bear because I am the Mocha Cub.
Mm-hmm.
And since I am the Cub, I need a Papa.
Mm-hmm.
And so Corey Blaze is Papa Bear.
Yes, and it is one
and
of
he's
those.
fat and furry.
Oh, thank you very much.
Isn't bear and cub special code for other stuff sometimes?
Yes.
So don't get that. Unless
bear
it's
and cub,
mixed.
top, bottom, same thing. What?
I did not know that.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
What happened?
Wow.
I
my
always
bubble,
wondered why you guys call each other. That was kind of
What
creepy.
happened?
my bubble has been shattered, popped, annihilated. There is no bubble. And I don't know if I can call you Papa Bear anymore.
So has mine. What? It's not the same thing.
You took something so innocent and
Thank
pure,
you, Lady K.
Orly.
I'm
You
just
ruined
and
this,
just
Like
Orly.
Adam and Eve.
sorry. I searched the internet a lot.
Yeah, so get off the internets.
Like, what? Wait, hold on. What kind of thing are you searching where you're
Papa Bear. I was gonna find Corey a picture one time, and I put in Papa Bear and Cub Bear. I was gonna make you guys a little graphic, and it just brought up all kinds of craziness.
It just put up all kind of naked dudes.
I had to
kids are
delete
like,
my history.
What is Daddy watching?
Mata Martha off the Twitter. Boo. Lady K, you right as hell, Lady K. Mm-hmm. I'll leave that to y'all memory. I have to get this out of the way because this is not bugging me, but it's an argument that I have made for years.
Mm-hmm.
Years since I've been on the air, and no one has really had a valid counterpoint to the point that I've made.
Okay.
So something took place earlier this week. Orly, I don't know if you're aware of this, but this involves you as well.
I probably don't know.
You should know because you brought it upon yourself.
Okay.
On Twitter, afterthelevels.com, my blog.
Yes. We all know that.
I already know where this is going.
You know where this is going
I
now?
do know where this is
okay,
going.
good. There are 6 people that got blocked, and one of them was Orly.
Oh.
Now, I'm not the reason that you got blocked. You individuals are the reason you got blocked because the person that helps me with After the Levels is instructed to block anyone that appears to be personally attacking me. You had a tweet that you sent out in reaction to a retweet of an article that I posted on After the Levels.
Yeah.
And the article was entitled, I do believe, Happy Wife, Happy Life, Wrong in Every Way, or something of that nature,
Yeah.
right? So Orly responds back.
Okay.
I have had this same argument for many, many years, and not once has anybody been able to counterpoint effectively why Happy Life, Happy Wife is not wrong. The argument I have been called out by many of people on social media about the fact that my attack of marriage and the sanctity of marriage and people getting married, I've been wrong for that. I've never once said, in all seriousness, to not marry. I attack and point out, I point out elements of marriage that most people don't want to admit exist. So, Orly, you not alone. Our intro voiceover guy, Doug Engel, also got his ass blocked. I believe Pete got his ass blocked. And some other dude that we have blocked so many times, he was blocked because he dropped the N-word, and that automatically gets you blocked. But he keeps making new Twitter. I think that person that sends me the N-word over and over while we're on the air is the same person that sends the N-word when I'm on After the Levels, because it's always something new. So, yes, Lady K off the Twitter says she saw your tweet response, Orly, where you called me a bastard. You said you were such a bastard for posting this. So
No, I think I said something like, "You're such a bastard when it comes to this topic," or something like that.
something of that nature, which then prompted my help on the After the Levels. They read that, not really recognizing who you were, read that and blocked you. I have since unblocked you because I know who you are. But here is the thing. I understand the anonymity of the internet, where people feel like they can say whatever they want to say on the internet, whether their face is there or whether their face isn't there. Here's the thing. This is an interactive show. Orly, you were in the same room with me. Please, and Doug, I give you the same. Everybody else that has a problem with that post, I give you the same chance right now to counter-argue what's wrong with that article. Why am I such a bastard when I write things like that?
Well,
And I'm gonna,
not just that story in particular, just how you're always bashing it. And I feel that, and here's my thing. I mean, you see people's stories are like, "Oh, my friend's been through it, my friend." But I feel if you haven't did something, you can only go off other people's things, but to not actually experience it before, how can you knock it so much?
I don't think it's not a knock.
No, I feel like you're always knocking it.
No, it's not. It's not a knock.
And I don't. It doesn't hurt my feelings, but
No.
it's like you're always bashing it when Philippi's got married, that I'm married, if the next guy that you know at work's getting married, and it's like, how can you always bash it, even though you're not telling him to? You won't say not to do it, but you'll be like, you'll come back to me and thank me later or something. But if you haven't personally experienced it, how can you be so against it?
Okay, there's a level of truth in the fact that if you haven't personally experienced something, it's hard to quantify a fully honest response. However, in my years of walking this planet, I have only spoken of people that I have encountered and things that I have observed. Never once have I ever said, "Don't ever get married." Here's what's at the crust of all of this. This is why I honestly believe you had the response you had, Doug had the response he had, Jason had the response he had, and a host of other people had the response he had, is because it's a pure, simple, psychological response. Something in that article was true, and it hit home with each one of you, and you don't want to admit it. So your only visceral response is to bash it.
No, actually, to be honest, I didn't quite read the article. I just saw you kind of bashing it again. And it wasn't necessarily like "you're such a bastard." It was like, "Man, you're always such a bastard on this topic." Kind of like
you called me out on it. You called me out on it, and you responded. So my whole point in this discussion is the fact that here I am, live in person, live on the air, counter argue why that posting that I wrote. There is not a source credit at all. That is from my mind to my blog. Why is that subject of the fact that men's lives change when they get married? That is an unequivocal fact. Why is that so bad?
What I'm saying is just I don't see such a big deal with marriage. You don't see me complaining. I never seen Philippius complaining. Like, why is it such a bad thing to you?
It's not.
Seems like it. You're somehow always bashing
Why
it.
does my opinion of my observations drive you up the wall, or why does it provoke a reaction from you?
It doesn't drive me up the wall. I just don't understand why you're so like when somebody says like, "Oh, when you get married, I'll never get married." How do you know? You say you won't, but you never know.
I can tell you right now, I'm never planning on getting married.
You're gonna get married.
No, I'm not.
But what you didn't hear is he said he's not planning. You never know. Like he said, you never know. But his goal is he doesn't plan on getting married.
But he may get married, right?
He never said, "I'm never getting married." He said, "I never plan on getting married." And then you said something like, "How can you knock something so much if you haven't tried it?" I kind of agree, but then I don't really like the phrase of that argument, because there are many things. Meth. I'm never gonna try meth. I'm gonna.
But you can speak on the fact that it's
knock the
bad.
hell out of meth because, and I'm never gonna try it. I'm never gonna do it. So there are certain things because of how you see them affect people in your life that you can notice. You're like, well, that's something I don't want to try just because of how I seen that. And I understand that, like, unless you're in it, you don't really know everything that goes on in it.
Yeah.
But your observation, that's why you pick your likes and dislikes.
So it's like your opinion. I mean, I understand that, but I don't know.
The thing is that the post and the reason and another reason why I'm bringing it up here on the show is because I'm tired of the married people just lashing out and not having a valid argument. I've posted my thoughts and my expression. You guys come back with questions and assumptions. No one has presented me a valid counterpoint to why the article made them feel the way that they feel.
Well, where's the positive? Is there no positive marriages?
Not in my opinion, no. And I base that answer off of the fact that every married man that I have spoken to, not one can emphatically say, I am happily married. Not one.
Why can't they say that?
They can't because they're not.
Who's not? I'm happily married.
If you have if it's a happy marriage, let's say, you're happily married. How happy and how fair is it that one person's reaction to any variable situation affects the entire household? That's a level of happiness. That's a level of fairness. That's what the article is pointing out. The article is pointing out the fact that happy wife, happy life. I think it is ultimately the wrongest thing to punish another adult that you have devoted your life to. What right is it for a woman to withhold sex from her husband because she is unhappy with something that took place in a relationship? That's a happy marriage? What right is it that a woman can and have an attitude or have a bad day and it affects the entire mood of the house? That's happiness?
Is every marriage like that? Not every marriage is like that.
Yes. A majority of them are.
Majority, but that's not everyone.
Which is why, and I can only speak to the people that I've spoken to. I have not polled millions and millions of people. I'm sure if I polled millions of people, there would be some guy that would say, yes, I am happy. And he would have an emphatic explanation as to why he quantifies his relationship or his marriage as happiness. To this point, I have not met anyone that can say, any man that can say, I am truly happy. Things change. And I'm just pointing out an observation that clearly has some level of truth that gets under the skin of people. And you happen to lump yourself into that group.
Well, it doesn't get under my skin. I just see like, you're kind of like the people always...
Then why did you respond to it on Twitter then if it doesn't...
Because I felt you're always bashing it for no reason.
Why do you feel that I'm always bashing it for no reason?
Because you're always negative. You're never positive about it. And there's positive marriages out there.
All of the reasons are clearly outlined in the article.
No, but I'm just saying there's positive things about marriage. And you never point. You're like the people that always complain like there's no positive news ever. There's positive news out there, but they always want to bring up the negative because that's what attracts people. So it's like you always want to give the negative, but you don't want to give the positive because if you give a positive story, people will be bored about it.
You're choosing to see it as a negative, as well as everybody else that had a negative response to it. It's not a negative; it's a truth. And whether the truth has some type of negative connotation, so be it. There is nothing in that article, there is nothing about a happy marriage that a guy can say emphatically, no, you were raised up. I'm not going to get into the whole idea that there are men that are not necessarily looking for a wife, but looking for a replacement. That's not part of this. This article, this argument that marriage is never 100% equal is not to bash marriage. It's to point out some truths about it. And the thing is that married men, a majority of them, now including you, are so against it and so want to turn it out or want to turn away from it or bash it because it clearly has a point that affects your life. It has a point that points out something that you have. That's the whole
nothing
thing.
In the article. I told you I didn't read the article. I'm just saying the fact that you always have something to say negative about it just caused me to say that, which was nothing wrong with that. It's you gave your opinion on it. I gave my opinion on you. You're always pointing out negative.
I don't see it as a negative. I see it as a fact.
You don't see it as negative, but other people do. People wrote in. So, the guy that wrote in is like, you're always bashing marriage. He said the same thing.
So I'm always bashing marriage. It's not bashing
your best friend. You never really, you kind of said congratulations, but for the most part, you're being so negative. When you're so negative towards a situation that hasn't even happened yet.
I bashed his marriage.
Yeah.
Because.
Exactly.
I didn't, you know what? And I wouldn't even say I bashed his marriage. Is it wrong to want to be able to open up the eyes of people to the whole truth?
But he's happy. How do you know he's...
He can be happy. I celebrate him in his marriage. I love his wife as much as I love him, and we're talking about Philippians. I love them. I love her equally. But he has to understand, I wouldn't be a good friend. If my friends, I would expect my friends to tell me the truth. If I didn't tell them the truth that there is going to be hell to pay in this relationship and what's going to be encumbered in his marriage, I think that would be me being a bad friend.
But how can you know what's going to go on in his marriage?
I don't know exactly what's going to go on, but I can give him potentials on what historically has happened in marriage and what can possibly be up the road.
When you put
marriage.
negativity in somebody's head, they're going to start thinking bad already.
I don't think it's negativity. It's honesty and open and truthfulness. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, it's everybody's opinion.
Until someone has a valid argument to why any of my postings or marriage
then
are
you'll
there,
keep bashing marriage.
No, I'm not gonna bash marriage. I've got a drink for all of y'all. It's a nice cold cup of shut the hell up.
I think you're just an angry man that's not married.
I'm not angry. I'm
a
not
bitter
angry.
man that no one will touch the light switch, so you're just getting so angry about it.
My light switch.
Someday you're going to fall in love and you're going to get married and we're all just going to sit here and laugh and stare at you. And you'll probably cancel the show because you won't want to face everybody out in the crowd.
That was the reaction of Doug. That'll never happen. It'll never happen.
He said he didn't plan. Remember, you said he didn't plan. Now he's saying it will never happen.
It'll never happen.
If it does, we're just going to give him.
It'll never happen. If you don't have a valid argument as to why I'm wrong or why you disagree, I don't want to hear it.
I told you I disagree. It's not always true. You can't speak for everybody's marriage.
It is totally true. It is totally true.
And
in the moment that you own up to it, you'll find that it'll be a lot easier down the line. It'll be a lot easier down the line. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk some Christmas, Orly. How about that?
Merry Christmas to you.
And I did.
Merry effing Christmas.
I did unblock you, though. I did unblock
you
because he didn't know who you were. So I did unblock you. I did not unblock Doug. Doug, you can kiss my ass. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back on Fat Guy Radio Show.
Mom says the hippo would eat me up, but then...
All right, everybody, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. This portion. Thank you, Lip. I appreciate that. I was wondering which one of y'all was going to go at. There was a lot of dissertation back and forth on Twitter, folks. I apologize. I was
real quick, Lip. Where were you at during this whole conversation before the break? Come on,
dude. If I'm ramped up, he shuts down. But then they also know, they sense the room, and they knew to back down. It's training. And whips, trains, bear, cub.
Where's the whip sound? You didn't have the whip sound out?
It's coming.
Sub, Dom.
Halo 6. Let's get Halo 6 out of the way before we continue with the show. Halo 6 at fatguyradioshow.com/Halo 6, the premier electronic cigarette company offering American-made e-liquids and flavors to match any smoker's desires. Halo 6 is not a tobacco company turned e-cig provider. They are the leading electronic cig company providing a seamless and easy way to switch from traditional tobacco products to e-cig. Find out what they can do for you at fatguyradioshow.com and click the Halo Cigs banner at the top of the page or on the sponsors page as well. So anyway, move on from that. Orly, is your mic okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it from not turning.
All right. Well, we're getting some. Let me get back to some of the feedback here on Twitter.
Let's hear it.
Let's see what everybody is saying on the Twitter here. Just picked up 2 new followers on After the Levels.
Nice.
Thank you. Let's see here. Martha Moo, what it do? Lady K was chiming in, and she's pretty much just focusing on the fact that I look good. Whoever's calling you the N-word, blah, 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 blah. I would say that, though, this isn't a counterpoint, that women's lives change, too. It kind of depends on who has the dominant personality in the relationship. Another point I will make is that not all marriages are like that. And I would agree to that. Did I not say that all marriages? Yeah. I'm only speaking of the ones that I have encountered myself. I can't say that I think it's just it's just a type of people, but there are a great number of marriages that are not happy. People change over time, and the person you marry when you are young may not be the same person with the same beliefs 2, 5, 10 years down the road. It can only cause issues. And I'm spotlighting those potential issues. I'm not saying that Orly, I've praised you for your time in life that you got married. I'm not attacking you. I'm just responding to your tweet. All right, let's see what the Mata Martha had to say on the other end, because we probably driving her crazy right about now. She says, "Who cares about marriage? It's Christmas. Let's move on." All right, Mata Martha, way to go.
She's drunk. She's drunk.
I want some of her eggnog.
Mata Martha says, "Orly, 2 negatives make a positive." LOL. I don't think that's right. I'm not a scientist, but that doesn't seem to be proper.
I told you she's drunk.
Sometimes I got to edit Martha here. Sometimes we should just keep stuff to ourselves, even the truth. To each his own. You know what? That's a counter argument against me. I gave Martha a fair opportunity there to ring, and her anxiety levels are up. So
I think it hurts her feelings if we argue.
Well, we're not arguing. I don't think that was an argument.
I feel like it's a lively debate.
Lady K says that
Roundtable.
Lady K says that was an amazing exchange, and there was a point that was made in Lady K's comments, and I will share this with Orly. I don't want to mention this on the show, but I would share this with Orly. But I like to have dialogues like that. It's not always going to be the funny waka waka. Read the last comment there, Orly. It's always not going to be the funny waka waka. I like to have discussions, and I'm not pissed off and mad. I put things out there on my blog with the expectation, knowing that it's not going to be things that people are going to agree with.
Yeah.
That's the part of this, what we do, is it not?
No, exactly.
Yeah, no.
It's part of what we do. When I'm on these microphones, I say more things that piss people off and drive Mata Martha's anxiety through the roof than I say that people want a positive. Orly, what is our one of our top 10 rules? I don't want kissy face radio.
Exactly.
No, that's boring radio to me.
Yeah.
So when there's a discourse or some type of augmentation that offsets the rhythm of this show, I'm gonna hump it unto submission. That's just good radio. We're not Opie and Anthony. We don't make up stories.
And we debate it, but we're friends after still.
There's no.
I'll meet you in the parking lot after. I'm gonna stab you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I don't lose respect for Orly. It's an open dissertation. I put it out there originally, so I'm the instigator. So if it's anybody's fault, it's mine. Now, because I'm not upset with Orly, I will definitely wiener bump with DT afterwards.
Yes.
Cub and Bear.
No!
You guys are like Yogi and, what's that little guy's name?
Hey, boo-boo. Let's go get some
all right, so
biscuits.
let's bring Mata Martha's anxiety levels down. Orly, just for you. There we go. All right. Orly, I meant to play this last week. I wanted to use this last week, and unfortunately I did. Can you ask me? No, matter of fact, I'm going to put this over to DT. Orly, I'll be right back.
All right.
DT, can you ask me what I ate for Thanksgiving, please?
Corey.
Yes, DT?
What did you eat for Thanksgiving?
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, lamb, what? Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey, rat,
That's my stuff right there.
Do you know where that's from, Orly?
I don't.
We're going to have another Top Gun moment. Here we go. The preacher, Shirley
Chisholm.
Caesar.
Shirley, is it Caesar?
Yeah.
Yeah, Caesar.
Shirley Caesar.
I
Shirley
don't know.
Chitlins.
I said Chisholm.
You said Chitlins.
I said Chisholm.
You said Jism.
Run
What?
it back.
We have to dump that, right? Did I say Jism? Oh, crap. I said it again.
Dump it, dump.
All right. Yeah. Do you want to know what I served for Thanksgiving?
What did you serve?
beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, lamb, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey, rat,
Oh, that's it.
Corey.
Huh?
So today,
Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, but you looking fine as hell today, boy. My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yeah. You were saying?
so today, you know, at my numbers job, I work with a bunch of kids and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
So today they kept asking me, Coach Daniel, what do we have for lunch? And I had to tell them we were having
beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey, rat,
So that's what y'all served at lunch?
Yeah, it was good.
Wow.
It was really good. Very nutritious.
Yeah. Do you guys have any plans on what you're going to serve tomorrow for lunch at all?
You know what? I think I know what we're going to serve tomorrow for lunch.
Can I make a suggestion on what you should serve
You know
tomorrow?
what? Let me know. What should we serve?
I think you guys should put down
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, hog, dog, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rabbit.
if you guys have any other ideas, you know.
I think that might work. I think that might work.
Yeah.
What about you, Orly?
Everybody on Twitter is enjoying this right now, but the two Mexican boys have no clue what's going on.
It's because they didn't grow up in a black household. They have no idea what any of that
Not
stuff
a
is.
freaking clue. They are so lost. Let's go to Orly Shot. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Orly Shot, a.k.a. Disinterested Camera 2.
There it is. I was letting you guys finish.
Lip.
Disinterested Camera 3.
Lip's doing the mannequin challenge.
With himself. He's mannequin challenging himself. All right, so since Orly and I, well, you know what, DT? It was a moment that me, you, Lady K, Martha Moo, and everybody else off Twitter absolutely enjoyed it.
Nice.
I'm so happy that we had that moment. You know what we should go eat?
Where?
We should go have some.
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, hog, dog, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rabbit.
I don't know, you know.
That sounds very delicious. I'm actually looking forward to that.
Martha Marta is dancing her ass off right now. Martha, you want to have it one more time? I'll give it to you one more time. One more time for Martha Marta. Martha Marta, she whipped and nay-nayed. Martha Martha, you stop whipping and nay-naying over there. Why don't you go in the kitchen and fix yourself some?
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, hog, dog, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rabbit.
All right. Whew.
Man.
And back to the show, everybody.
Now I'm really hungry.
What are you hungry for, Lip?
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb.
Messed up, buddy.
All right, that's it. I meant to have that at the after Thanksgiving show, but I totally forgot to load it into the machine. But that's fine, Orly. You don't understand anything was happening because you're coconut. All right, I'm glad that's better.
It's funny because it's true.
Orly,
Yep.
Are you mad at me now?
Nope.
All right, is someone distracting you on the Facebook?
Yeah.
There.
Remember the lady I was talking about? She wants to do an interview with us.
Oh, that's nice. Tell her that we're off the air at 8:45.
All right.
And
Well, I just was taking the time when you guys were having your little cub bear play date.
Cup bear play.
Those words would never be the same.
Believing in Santa, Orly.
Yes.
You are the most nearest to the Santa Claus thing. You posed the question: when should parents tell kids about Santa?
Yeah. When should they tell him that if he doesn't exist? When should they tell him he doesn't?
Wait.
If he doesn't, yeah.
Hold on a
Hold
minute.
on, wait.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Wait a minute,
Whoa.
DT. I got it right here. I mean, let me tell you what just happened right now in my mind. This just happened right now. Miami lost.
I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying the people that are out there saying he doesn't.
Wait, people don't believe in Santa anymore?
I think so.
Point to this son of a bitch. Point to this son of a bitch that says Santa. Don't say nothing bad about my Santa Claus.
Point them out.
You point him out. I'm going out there. I'm get my gun, get my shoes. I'm going out there. And that was another black moment brought to you by Beans, Greens, Tomatoes, Smash, Mash, Mosh, Mo.
Chicken and rat.
Our black listener percentage is shooting through the roof right now.
We're doing a DT Corey show right now because I'm entertained by you. Okay, so when is it appropriate? Lip, are you going to do the whole Santa fantasy thing for your little Philippians discharge?
Yeah.
Oh.
Discharge. I'm done. Take me out.
So, Orly,
Yep.
are you doing you do the fantasy? Yeah, but yes,
course.
no, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So do you have do you like not put any presents until Christmas Eve when the kids go to sleep?
No, that's another thing I was talking about. We do, and we were deciding on telling the kids that Santa brings a gift or two, but that we also put some of those gifts too, because
Okay.
they got to learn how to. You know what I mean?
Now,
That
let me-
Parents work hard for.
Now, when I was growing up, my family did the entire fantasy where there were no gifts under the tree until we woke up Christmas morning.
All right.
And you know what? I remember that. And I guess to kind of answer your question, when should parents tell the kids?
I don't think parents should tell the kids. I think that kids should be able to come into their own realization at their own time.
When they feel it's time.
When they feel it's time. Mata Martha off of the Twitter says, since day one, I don't give no mystical characters no damn credit for the money I work for to get. Damn, Martha went just totally just like, I don't give no mystical. Martha, just for you.
Beans, potatoes, tomatoes.
What if they ask you? Because they may be like, oh, my friend's at score saying, you say you're not going to tell them, you want them to come into it on their own. What if they come to ask? What would you say?
I think AJ did.
Mm-hmm.
I think AJ came and asked, and it was probably around the age of 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to me and he says, is Santa Claus real or fake? Be honest with me. And I would say this, you have to be able to know the child and be able to read your child on when it's time to reveal a certain truth to them.
All right.
If your child is coming at you in that little cutesy, they say Santa's not real, and they're playful, that probably isn't the opportunity to break it down to them.
Yeah.
But if your
Make 'em start
child
crying.
comes to you with a level of understanding, preliminary understanding, my response to AJ, and I can only speak of what I did, my response to AJ was, well, what do you want to believe? Do you want to believe that Santa is real, or do you not want to believe that Santa is real? And he was so damn smart. He was like, well, the North Pole is located this far up, and it would be really physically impossible for a guy to get all around the world, and there's 16.5 million people. I mean, he really just kind of broke it down.
Yeah.
And I never actually said out of my mouth to him, there is no Santa. He, in his own way, came to his own realization. I think that would be the best way to allow a child to determine whether or not Santa is real or not. And because if the child comes to its own realization, it lessens the ability, or lessens the chances of the child running to preschool, flipping off the kid in the corner in the Lego land, and saying Santa's not real, you stupid bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I would say letting the kid come to its own realization. But the fantasy of it, man, I like the idea that this gift is from Santa, this gift is from mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
Because that way the kid doesn't think that, hey, my mom and dad don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah, Santa gave me all my presents.
Your kids are your son is at the perfect age for the Christmas magic.
Yeah.
He's at 3?
He loves Santa. He's been talking with Santa Claus since last year and listening to Christmas music since last year.
3 is the perfect age. And then, dude, when your daughter hits that age, your son is still going to be young enough to be in that fantasy, dude. You would be able to just whirl your kids into the Christmas spirit.
And then we're probably going to have to put up with he's saying Santa's not real anymore.
Well,
Shut up and go in the corner. Or I'm not going to give you any gifts.
I think Santa on this show, Santa's real.
Yep.
We may actually. Are we still working on trying to book Santa on the show, Lip?
Yeah, we are.
We may have Santa on the show.
He's as real as you make him.
Exactly. And I think that's the perfect way to answer the question: is Santa real or not? Let the kids come to their own realization. All right. Orly, you had something else happen in your neighborhood.
Oh, dude, my neighborhood.
Okay, I can't wait to hear about it. All right, and we can we do that end trailer talk? Are we in 3 already?
Yeah, we're in
Holy
3.
crap! All right, well, let's do that on the other side of this break. We're in 3 or 4?
4, I think.
We are in 4.
10 minutes.
Good God Almighty! All right, we'll be right back on FatGuyRadioshow.com. The show is slipping right past me.
If you haven't noticed, there's a huge difference between Corey and I. When I'm out and about meeting people and making new friends, I always tell them to download and share the show through our official show app. It's so simple for everyone with an iPhone or an iPad to go to the App Store, type Fat Guy Radio Show, and the app along with all the shows are right there. I'm not one to tell you what to do, but if I were you, I'd download the official Fat Guy Radio Show app now. Even if you watch the live feed, the app is a really cool way to share the show with people you know. Just show them the app. If they see it's easy to get the show, they are more likely to listen. Get the app. It's there for a reason.
Fat Guy Radio Show. And now, back back to Fat Guy Radio Show on the BDB Radio Network, featuring Corey Blaze.
Just when you thought the holidays couldn't get any better, Target at fatguyradioshow.com/Target understands that buying holiday gifts can be a little stressful. So, to take the stress out of having to order items online, Target, through the banner on fatguyradioshow.com, is offering free shipping when you use the Target banner on our site. But once the holiday parties have happened, it's almost a mortal lock that a gift may have to go back. No worries, Target has you covered with free returns as well. You won't have to pay any additional shipping costs to return or exchange a gift if you order it through the special Target banner on fatguyradioshow.com. Target will cover the shipping and return fees. Target, making your holiday a little easier. Target at fatguyradioshow.com/Target. Expect more, pay less. And welcome back to the show. Whoa. I'm Corey Blaze, joined by our executive producer, Philippius.
Yes.
And co-host, Orly.
Hello.
And Mocha Cub Detail sitting in with us.
Hey, everybody.
He's here. We haven't figured it out yet, but he's here, and he's looking fine as hell today. What should we do first, Orly?
Let me talk about my neighbor.
Okay, talk about your
I don't know
neighbor.
where in the, so I live in a what would you call it, like a subdivision, I guess you say.
Yeah, we refer to them as subdivisions.
I don't know what area in the division they live, but so lately there's been a lot of people, I don't know how to say it. A lot of my neighbors, maybe I grew up differently than a lot of my neighbors.
I don't even know where this is going, but it sounds
so
amazing.
like so the other day there was a post. We have a neighborhood Facebook page, and there's a post.
That's a new thing.
There's been packages stolen in the neighborhood, so keep an eye out. So, of course, it starts putting in everybody's head, like, stuff's going on, like, watch out.
Sure.
So then, the next thing you know, there's a picture of a truck somebody posted, and the first thing they say, I mean, they kind of don't blame the truck, but they say, I know packages have been being stolen, so I've seen this truck going a little slow in the neighborhood, so everybody look out for this truck, and they post a picture of the truck.
Wow.
But they didn't see the people do anything. And then, of course, what do they say? It was 2 Hispanic women. And I'm like, I don't know. To me, and it's not because I'm Hispanic, I think they just too easy to put the blame. I'm okay with them, I guess, giving a heads up.
Yeah.
But it's like too early in a way. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even that big of a deal to...
So
they didn't quite see anything, but they already want to throw it out there.
So it's like they're almost like profiling?
Yeah, and then you'll get somebody else that's like, oh, I think I saw that same truck the other day also on my street. And it's like, come on. Like... It's a bunch of moms that are sitting around,
right?
Just starting trouble. So then there's this one. Somebody started off and they said, I'm reading it right here because I screenshot it. Anyone have an old guy follow their kids home today after school? And that same lady said, well, my daughter said there was an old man walking behind her, and she felt she really had a lot of fear. And I'm like, did he do anything? And it was nothing happened. So it was just so let me go on. So other people start saying, of course, oh, I saw something about that in another room and blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
so
wow.
one lady kind of was
great.
like, yeah.
Right.
One lady said, well, it's beautiful weather. There's a lot of people walking. I guess we're not used to seeing people outside. Haha. I hope it's nothing serious. My daughter walks too. And then the original lady says, well, I hope this was the case. If people are walking in this great weather, be aware that you could scare someone if you follow too close.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Isn't that just a little annoying? It just annoys me. I don't know why. I shouldn't bug me. They're not pointing me out, but it's like...
Is
if you follow too close.
That is an extreme level of conjecturing if I have ever heard. They are trying to make something happen?
Exactly. It's like...
And then, like, not only that, but, like, has people watched kids walk? I work with kids.
Okay.
That's my numbers job.
Right.
So all day, every day, I see kids and how they walk to and from class, up and down the street, headed home. Kids are the biggest jerks when it comes to walking on sidewalks.
Kids are jerks.
They will walk in a fan out motion to where they cover the whole sidewalk.
Exactly. So you have to kind of like go back and forth, try to get around them. And it's like
they will walk super slow.
Don't have a stroller.
They will walk super slow. They will stop in front of you. They will huddle in the middle of a place to where you have to walk around them. So for older people walking or adults walking on the sidewalk, half the time we're always following kids.
Exactly. And I jog, so I'm thinking, and if it's cold, I put my hoodie on, but a Mexican running in with a hoodie on. I'm like, now I'm going to be in fear of taking a jog, because I usually jog with my kids, but there's some days, the weekends, I'll run. They're still sleeping, my wife's home. I'll take off by myself. And I'm like, I don't think I'd be mad if somebody posted about me or my picture. I think I would more just want to laugh at them and be like, are you kidding me? Like, relax. Like,
Lady K says off the Twitter, total paranoia.
It's all the time. And then the other day, some idiot came with the idea, well, anyone that we should have a safe place kids know where they could go if something's happening. We could put a gold star in our window. And I'm like, okay, so all these perverts that are watching right now are going to be like, give me an old gold star and I'm going to let your kid in my house.
Yes,
You know what I mean? It's
so
like,
the creepy guy can put a gold star in his window and say, come on in,
you
it's
know,
shape.
you know why it's like this now, right?
Down in the cellar.
You know why it's like this now, right?
Why?
Because we don't have neighborhoods how we did when we were growing up. There's no block parties anymore. You don't know your neighbors in the neighborhood. You don't go out to meet the new people that just moved in. You don't bring them baked goods anymore. We don't know the people moving in our neighborhoods. So now we feel like we're in these little bubbles and we have these groups on Facebook so we can talk to people while actually having to talk to people and just put out all of our insecurities.
What's a little funny about that, though, is you say that, and I know I'm saying the bad side of the neighborhood.
You guys have block parties and stuff?
Yeah, my street actually, they do.
See,
It's weird. It's like
it's your
old school.
street. It's
yeah,
your street.
Exactly. And
But
my
if you
neighbor
don't-
actually brought brownies the first day we moved in, which was
Nice.
it was almost weird. We were like, I was like, this reminds me when I grew up. It's awesome, but it's more people. Like it's a big area. So there's other people that are like, oh, I don't know them. So automatically they're like, did anybody see this today? And it's like they just want to egg it on. Like it's always
Yeah.
a big deal. And they're like, oh. Yeah, and then somebody was like, well, how do we know if everybody's good that's getting the gold star? And somebody goes, well, we could do background checks. And somebody's like, there's always somebody jump in. It's kind of a jerk, but kind of just a realist. They're like, okay, are you going to spend all the money to do this? Like, you idiot, kind of like, you know? And
Yeah.
it's out of control. And then somebody started a page. Let's start a page just to be able to report things. And I'm like, I'm not even adding that page because it's going to be ridiculous.
I'm completely shocked that your whole subdivision has a Facebook page to begin with.
Mata Martha wants to know where they special brownies.
No. They were.
Hey, you got some. I got a cake when I moved into my house as well. But my neighborhood isn't like that. My neighborhood is almost like hillbilly-ish in a way. But I think that it's just like, it's almost like the people in your neighborhood, or I don't want to lump all the people in your neighborhood. The people in that Facebook group, it's almost like they just want something to happen. The people that are posting that on that Facebook page are probably the first people that throw on their big fluffy pink house shoes and their bathrobe that they stole from the high-end hotel. Soon as they see a ABC 15 truck driving down the street to go out there and give their opinion on whatever happened that they don't realize what happened.
These are stay-at-home
They want to let them know
moms,
they saw the
wine
Mexican
drinking.
ladies also riding around their truck.
They're just, but dude, that is what you described though. It's on Facebook, but that is pretty much how Arizona and Phoenix operates. There are segments of people, even on my street. I have a lady on my street that is always peering through her window expecting something to happen.
Well, that's like a couple of years ago, me and Ryan Scott, we go to his girlfriend at the time house to heart attack it. And so you just put a whole bunch of hearts on their lawn and
College kid crap.
And so we parked down the street at this there we go, talking to the mic. We parked down the street, and apparently the house we parked in front of was an abandoned house. We're not from there. We don't know. And so he's like, hey, DT, can you get out the car and can you look to see, make sure that their garage door closes? That way we know that it's safe for us to go over there and heart attack the house. So I do. I come back. I sit in the car. I was like, hey, it's closed. Let's give it like 10 minutes, though. We're sitting there. Out of nowhere, a cop pulls up and was like, hey, so we got word there were these creepy figures lurking in front of a abandoned house.
I almost took off
and
running.
I was like, no, officer, we just literally sat here. We're going, and we told the officer everything we were about to do, and he was like, oh, you guys are good then.
Yeah, I think they have to kind of come check, you know?
Yeah. And he was like, well, yeah, one of the neighbors. And then the officer actually was pretty funny. He was like, yeah, this lady calls all the time.
And then the orgy broke out. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Heart attacking
all over on that.
All right, we'll get back. We got to smash in trailer talk
All right.
and Instagram follower post of the week. We'll be right back on Fat Guy Radio Show.
Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see everybody.
I see see me, Orly.
I see me too.
I see me. Christmas time is Christmas time for the little ones is a special time. I still remember the night before Christmas story being read to me as a child on the night before Christmas. Your children will hold those same story time memories, and you can make them even more memorable with a personalized illustrated storybook featuring them. Through the I See Me banner on FatGuyRadioShow.com, your child's imagination will run wild when they read or hear a book starring them. See what amazing memories can be made at I See Me personalized children's books. Click the banner on FatGuyRadioShow.com. I see me, and I did it again. Here's the imaging. I apologize for that. I see me. We're going to lose this sponsor because I keep screwing up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is a segment that everybody loves so much. It is Trailer Talk.
The movies aren't out. It's the trailers we'll see. It's time for Trailer Talk.
It's Trailer Talk, where we review the trailers because the trailers are free.
Yes.
We don't have money to hire a movie reviewer and go watch a movie because it's too expensive, Orly. Even though there's a movie coming out in January that you and I are supposed to go see. I can't remember which one it is, but you and I are supposed to go see it.
Oh, yeah.
This week's trailer is Baywatch.
Baywatch.
Slow bouncing movie. Boobies in slow motion.
Yes.
Baywatch follows devoted lifeguard Mitch Buchanan as he butts heads with a brash new recruit. Together, they uncover a local criminal plot that threatens the future of the Bay. Also starring somebody I can't pronounce, Chaparra, Alexandra, John Bass, but it's starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Zac Efron. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's shirtless. Lip, what say you about Baywatch?
Looks like an okay movie. I'll probably spend $5 on it.
So this fool go give somebody $5 and just walk into the theater.
I don't think you can get in a movie for $5.
Oh, wait. The nickel show don't cost a nickel no more?
Orly, what's your take on Baywatch?
I don't think I'm going to see it. I don't really care for Efron. I've never really seen him a lot of things. I just know him from High School Musical, and I've never really seen High School, but I always think to him of that.
Yeah.
So now seeing him in all these comedies, kind of raunchy comedies, I feel like he's out of place in those.
Okay.
And I just don't really care for him, and I'm kind of getting tired of The Rock.
Okay.
I like The Rock, but I'm kind of getting tired of it, and I feel like it's the same old. They're trying to do the whole wrong. I thought it was kind of serious at first. I saw Baywatch, the opening scene. It's kind of serious, and all of a sudden it gets funny, and this music starts, and I'm like, it's just a comedy, which I like comedies, but I'm like,
Very true.
I'll wait till it comes on.
DT, did you get a chance to see the trailer?
I did watch the trailer.
All right, what's your take on it?
So I noticed this whole trend of television reboots into movies.
Mm-hmm.
This right here reminds me of 21 Jump Street with a hint of Miami Vice. With the Jamie Foxx one.
21 Jump Street and Miami Vice. That's very true.
And I mean, The Rock being the new David Hasselhoff. Because when Baywatch first came out, David Hasselhoff was in everything.
That's very true.
And I feel like they're trying to capitalize on The Rock's magic right now.
He is hot right now.
I don't.
Nobody can replace the Hoff. The Hoff.
No one can replace the Hoff, but The Rock is like the chocolate Hoff. But
Hoff.
I don't feel like this is going to be a horrible movie. But as far as like an instant classic, no. I feel like this is one of those movies you have to watch when you're high.
Right. When you're high.
Yeah, it's gonna be hilarious. It's not supposed to be a comedy, but I feel like it's a lot of comedic relief in there, and I feel like it's gonna be a decent B film.
My take on it is pretty much the same sentiment. It's a reboot of another TV. I think The Rock he's a Hollywood powerhouse. There's no way of getting around that. Zac Efron, oh God, he's got his shirt off. Okay.
Exactly.
He's really, if you look at him close, he's not really that well built. The camera plays to him very well.
Yeah. And there's a scene where they put the picture where he's wearing the gold medals. I think that's kind of they extras it up, right?
Yeah,
that was like a 15-pack.
They totally just put it. It's just another TV reboot, and I'm like, here we go again. We're not able to come up with anything new.
So how many snaps do you give it?
I give it half a snap and a post about marriage. What do you give it?
1.
You give it a 1. Orly, what's your rating?
I give it a 2 out of 5.
A 2 out of 5. And Mocha, what do you rank it as?
I'm gonna give it a raspberry.
You're gonna give it a raspberry?
I like how y'all ranked it differently on different scales.
That's because I'm over here looking for not even focusing on it because I can't find the freaking Instagram bed. There it is. I found it. Well, the people that want to see it, they can see it. You're right. It's for it. They see it. They want to see it. It's just another hack movie. It's like nobody wants. Why don't they do Knight Rider? Why don't they redo Knight Rider?
That would be cool.
You know what I mean?
Well, one thing though is it is going to be for guys and women because you got The Rock and Efron, but it looks like there's a lot of girls in bikinis too.
There's a lot of girls.
At least they mixed it up a little bit.
That's very
That's
true.
true. We don't have Pamela Anderson just run.
All right, let's get to the new segment that everybody loves so much. I am talking about the Instagram follower post of the week. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, we want to thank you so much for following us on Instagram. And this is the time where we spotlight something that caught my eye on our Instagram feed. Got a question for you. What do you get when you combine alcohol and live music? You get the Instagram follower post of the week. And this week's follower did not disappoint. As the video opens on Instagram, it's a video post. As the video opens on Instagram, you see a living room. And the camera operator is moving the camera around a corner in the living room. You hear loud Mexican music and you expect that maybe there's a party or something happening. But what you end up getting is a video of one single guy blitzed out of his mind, singing to himself, sitting on the couch with the caption under, "My bro is lit." And this killed me. Now, this is going to be the first Instagram follower post that has audio because it kills me. So this is... And he is singing his ass off to this. Our Instagram follower post is Frisco Cali, known as Sanchez. Frisco Cali 49 off the Instagram. Oh God!
I love that video.
I love this video.
To me and Philippians, it just looks like another barbecue at one of our family's houses.
Whoa. Me too.
And DT, I'm sorry.
I'm happy.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, the music's coming again. Let's hear it. Sing it, brother. This dude is drunk. Half of his body is passed out. The other half is still partying. Thank you, Frisco Cali. 49.
You've been laughing at before the show started. You're loving it.
That Martha says that's my jam. One more time for Mata Martha. Orly, you gotta teach me how to retweet or how to repost Instagram posts.
Oh, yeah. I'll show you.
That's enough of that because that's hilarious as hell. All right, that is our Instagram follower post of the week. If you follow us on Instagram, your Instagram post could be featured on our Instagram follower post of the week as well. And we thank you guys so much for following us. All right, that's it for Instagram follower post of the week. Oops, that's a bitch. Oops, that's follow. Oops, that's not. I don't know what I'm doing on the Instagram. I don't know what I'm doing on. What is this that we're doing? That's Ustream. There we are. We're back. All right. Whew. Oh, man, it's still playing on my phone. It's still playing. I gotta shut that down. I don't see how you guys don't find that funny. That's funny.
I grew up with that.
That's funny as hell. I don't care what you say.
I guess.
We'll try to repost it. I think I might be able to repost it.
If you can you repost it?
Yeah, from our Fat Guy Radio Show Instagram. And if you're not following us, Fat Guy Radio Show.
At Fat Guy Radio Show on the Instagram. One quick story before we get out of here. I got hosed once again. I am not really good with home services. I'm having a lot of work done on my house right now, and what happened is that my garage door has been screwing up for like the last few months, and it comes down and it catches on something and it goes back up. Comes down, goes back up, comes down, goes back up, comes down. And you would literally have to push the button anywhere between 10 to 25 times before it finally says, oh, you want me to go down. So I called the guy who installed my garage door, and he was booked out so far into January that I was like, okay, Jose, when you sober up from that party on the couch, that's too far out. So he said, well, just call like Sears. So I called Sears Home Services. Sears Home Services, I was like, how much is the charge going to be? They're like, $59 plus parts, but we'll waive the $59 service fee if you donate 3 cans of food to St. Mary's Food Bank. So I'm like, well, I definitely have 3 cans of food to donate to Mary.
I might even have 4.
I might even have 4, or a box, or a pallet. Who knows? So the guy shows up. And one thing that also was intriguing, that they showed up the same day.
Ooh, nice.
So I called them like 11 o'clock or 9 o'clock that morning, and they were able to come to the house at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I moved some things around to meet there. Guy comes out, gets out. I'm going to walk you in real time, step by step, what he did.
Okay.
Guy pulls up, gets out of his truck, shuts the door, walks over. I hit the button, the garage door does exactly what I want it to do. It stops, it goes back up. I hit the button again, it stops, it goes back up. He hits the button, it stops, it goes back up. He hits the button again, it stops, it goes back up. He walks back over to his truck, grabs a cartoon-sized set of pliers, walks over to the track, bends a piece of metal no more than half an inch, hits the button, door goes down all the way. He hits the button, door comes back up. He hits the button again, door goes back down all the way. He hits the button, door goes back up. He flips open a little hatch on the side of my garage door motor, because I have one of those side things, because I have a big, huge support beam going through my garage. My home is 30 years old. He flips that open. He pushes a yellow button. He closes it. He goes to his truck. He comes back with his laptop. He says, that'll be $60.
Did you give him 3 cans of food?
Yes. So why I say, what is the $60 for? He's like, I had to adjust your rack. You moved a piece of metal half an inch, and that's $60?
But she said the service fee. That's the service.
Yeah, so if I didn't give him the cans of food, it would have been $120.
So the service was to come out, and but he actually did something. He charged you $60 just to...
He did something to tweak a piece.
She said $60 plus parts.
Yes.
There were no parts involved.
I guess the part was the
pliers.
The pliers.
Well, then I'll pay you $6, but give me the freaking pliers.
I should have kept the pliers.
That's ridiculous.
Here's what happened. For those of you that are watching us on YouTube, I'm literally going to show you how far he moved this piece of metal with my microphone stand. Broken garage, fixed garage, $60.
But if he wouldn't have came, your garage still would have been broke.
That's very true, Orly, and I hate the fact that you pointed that out.
He did his job.
He did his job. $60. So from my calculations, that punk son of a bitch at Sears Home Service made an equivalent of $7 per minute. $7 a minute.
They charge you to show up. That's why.
But I thought that was the service fee that they were waiving.
See, you shouldn't be complaining about the $15 an hour McDonald's people want, because he's making $7 a minute.
You know what? That's the fix. All you people at McDonald's, quit and go work for Sears Home Service.
They're paying $7 an hour. I mean, a minute.
Once Orly quits for me just giving him that tongue lashing at the opening of the show, I'm going to work for Sears Home Services too. All right, let's get out of here. I need a bath. See, Halo 6, I didn't say it like I did last time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this awkward Fat Guy Radio Show episode. Sometimes it gets like that. I can't help it. Orly holds things over my head. I'm sorry we didn't get to Justin Bieber, but next time we'll try to get to him. Orly is still trying to figure out his camera.
Yeah, you moved my microphone, so I'm just confused now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's changes, but at least can you do your best to keep those chimes behind you down?
Where they at?
Can you just keep those Orly, I'm trying to close the show. I can't hear. I can't.
Shouts out to Uncle Vincent again for making the chime.
Man, those things are loud. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's show was brought to you by the Amazon Holiday Center. Drop Amazon at fatguyradioshow.com/Amazon or click in the Amazon banner on our website. We love hearing from you. Drop us a letter, comment, or question anytime to fatguyradioshow@gmail.com. Or if speed isn't your bag, you can always mail us something at Box 41506, Phoenix, Arizona 85080. Interact with us on social media. Like and share Fat Guy Radio Show on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Google+, and Tumblr. Internet marketing is the wave of the new business. Get the word out. Advertise on this show. Email info@bdbradionetwork.com or visit bdbradio.com. For our executive producer, Philippius, new daddy.
Oh, yeah.
And co-host Orly.
Old daddy.
And DJ Mocha Cup.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm your host, Corey Blaze, reminding everybody that skinny people, fat people already know they're fat, so stop reminding us. Tell everybody you know about the show, and when they ask you, what is it all about, have your baby in the waiting room of a hospital and reply, they'll make you laugh or depress the hell out of you, but you won't know until you listen. Join us next week. Happy holidays, everybody. See you at the top. Bye-bye. That's not right.
Hey, it's Orly back to remind everyone about shopping Amazon at fatguyradioshow.com/Amazon or through the Amazon icon on the new Fat Guy Radio Show app. It's where I go to do all my online shopping, so be like me and the rest of the guys on the show. Shop Amazon at fatguyradioshow.com/Amazon or through our new show app. See ya!